belt company before. Let me slide this over to get the glare out. Before they even got the belt, these guys was ambassadors of Ring.
Mhm.
You know, they across the street. You see Oscar made a post today. Do you think
Yeah.
they see eye to eye? We were Oscar for another 4-5 years. So do you think they see eye to eye? So we not fighting over there no time
Right. I
soon.
got it.
I mean,
I,
it is what it is. So we look past that. We going on
af-
to other
do you
fights.
do you do you feel like they'll after the 5 years, you think they'll still be around? And if so, do you feel like you would attain business after?
In 5 years, I'm looking to be worth a couple of 100 million. So what business are they
Long
entertaining?
time.
In 5 years, like we already started a company, Bare Knuckle Brawls LLC, where we starting our own league for bare knuckles fighting. What I mean is you're a businessman. We got real estate. We doing what we gotta do. We don't care if we over there with them. The whole goal is we here now and we gotta invest what we have now because we don't know if they're gonna be successful yet because it's so new. Like the reason we didn't sign with them when they gave us the contract, when they was trying to sign us way back, they were trying to sign us before they even got here. And I'm dead serious. We turned it down because they couldn't guarantee us how many fights we was gonna have per year. I needed a guarantee of how many paydays we was gonna get in contract. I couldn't get a blank check like, nah, we got you. Nah, it couldn't work like that. That's the only reason we didn't go on the side of the street with them. Um, so now that we on this side of the street, you know, I'm glad they doing what they got to do, but I like being my own boss. I love raising a son that's a boss, that's learning a financial statement, that's understanding using other people to invest into him. You know, I like that. So I
But
don't want
you gotta be silly if you don't think that they're gonna not come back and try to get you guys an offer.
even if they give an offer, the bottom line is what comes with that offer. Like here, not to talk about our contract too much there, but we own our image. We own our name. We own our merchandise. We own our sponsorships, what we could put on our thing. We own where our streams of income is coming from. It ain't like they own us. It's we doing business with y'all. Y'all get 25% of what we make. That's what y'all do because y'all are promoters. We're business partners. I don't work for y'all. Y'all work for me. It's a difference. People lose that somewhere. And this whole weird thing of boxing now, people lose that aspect. They work for you. You don't work for them. We don't have to form a league. That's putting us back like the NFL. These players work for somebody now. So they reversing what already they work for us. Why now we got to work for them? We need a
Question.
league. We need a league for what? To make one belt. Who do the one belt benefit? Who belt is it? Is it the community's belt? Do it feed people that's homeless, boxers when they in there when they finish their career, boxers that need medical, kind of similar to WBC. Do that, does that, they trillionaires. Like what's going on there? Like, I believe that they just gotta learn the game. They new in it. They jumping in, it's exciting, but they just got to learn the history,
So
y'all.
no money makes you want to go and budge to do business over there.
No, I want to do
You know,
business
we,
with
we
Turkey.
see we see Terrence off. He wants 100 mil to come
Money
back to
can't,
this.
I'm not for sale. We not for sale. The whole thing, brothers, is you supposed to be getting out of the system. You're supposed to be building where you don't need money, where you have wells, where you have solar power, where you growing your own food. The whole goal is getting out of the system. So money's just supposed to be making more money for you, so your kids never have to go through that shit. That trust funds. That's why I heard Moses talk about he gonna sue me. Great, I got great trust funds. What you gonna get? $5? Come on, get it. I got some change for you. It is what it is. People gotta learn this game, bro. Money is an illusion. It's monopoly. It's monopoly. It keeps you away from your spiritual self, from following God, from experiencing life, from actually saying the sky is blue, this building is brown, because it's distractions. So we don't want to be in that anyway. But I would like to do Turkey with business. I would like to do business with Turkey because I learned Turkey's story. And I like how loyal he is to his partner. So I respect that man for who he is. Not what he doing in boxing. What he doing in boxing, that's the old shit. I grew up, I'm a third generation. He's a third generation. You know, it is what it is. But I would like to do business with him because I like the fact where he came from, because he didn't grow up rich. He grinded. So he
Hmm.
reminds me of me from the hood. He grinded. And his friend made it, and he popped up in there. Whatever he had to do to get there, he did what he had to do. So I respect him from that. So as a man, I respect Turkey, but I'm not on the side of the street with Turkey. So I hope people don't confuse it. We passed what happened to my son. So I hope people leave that shit alone. That shit was February. We in going in a whole nother year. Um, yeah, that man doing his thing. Let's see how far they could do their thing. But I guarantee you, we be making 100 million a fight. I guarantee you, when he in his prime doing his thing, we'll be hitting 100 million a fight easy. Easy. And people gonna see that. You could do it on your own, y'all. Y'all could do it on your own for real, for real. I did it. Mills, I left them the game plan. I showed them how to do it. I talk loud as hell online, telling every step of the way. They just watched for 4 years. They would know exactly how to put on their own fights. We had to put on our own fights. We was on Telemundo. I was paying out of my pocket. And took him on television myself, his first fights. No promoter, no nobody. And I told them how to do it and how to get it. So, and then Oscar came to us because we was popping. We had our own arena built. We was doing our own shit. So I showed people how to do it with other people money. So it ain't nobody can't say, I don't know how. I left y'all the breadcrumbs. But people were saying I was crazy during that time. He crazy, even when I was like, oh, this is what's gonna happen when kid get up there. Why? Because I learned this business, how politics move. The WBA gotta make money.
What do you think about Terence Crawford being stripped with the WBC and him not wanting to pay that 300,000 to Marcelo
I
Sulaimán?
feel I feel that's a good business move. He over there with Ring, right? He
Yep.
want to get the most money out of his guy because like something like an employee. He ain't going to Floyd Mayweather out. No disrespect to him. He's over there with them. So he need to put down that belt and raise up Ring belt if he want to make 100 million a fight. Come on now, you got to benefit the company somehow. So I understand business of that. I understand that. But loyalty is different for us. And that's why Floyd got on his leg tatted loyalty. Loyalty means something to us. Most of my friends are still friends from back in the day. Even the business partners, even the Ford. Loyalty means a lot. Because that shows a man his integrity. And not everybody has integrity. And it is what it is. I think Crawford might have integrity because he's retiring, so he's trying to get the most money for his family. So
Oscar De La Hoya says different.
like I'd say, well, Oscar it's different with loyalty. Oscar, the reason me and Oscar vibe with each other is because we understand loyalty. Like what happened to Oscar when he had these different fighters and they got torn from him. And then everybody talk about Oscar don't like black fighters, but everything he developed from the Floyd Mayweather to the Charles to everybody that Al Heyman took. And then, I understand why his view on loyalty is something else. Now,
Kid, what do you think about that? What do you think about Crawford being stripped, not wanting to pay that sanction fee? What's your thoughts on that? Because these are titles that been around for years, and now that De La Hoya is saying that using Crawford as a spokesman for the Ring magazine belt.
That's his choice. That's Terence Crawford's choice. Who are we to tell him how he's supposed to spend his money? If you feel like he don't want to pay 400,000 to a sanctioning body, I mean that's his money.
it's his money.
Um,
He don't need the WBC belt no more.
He don't.
They got him where they had to get him. And basically he said, that's it. It's that simple. And he riding with his new side. If you was from the street and that happened, how would you feel? Mills, I'm asking you, go by street rules. I'm your man. I'm spotting you. I'm the one moving you up the ranks where you can eat, brother. I'm going to move you up the ladder so you can get this fight to get 50 mil. Once you make it, I say, all right, break me off this amount. You like, nigga, fuck you. How would you feel on the street? You'll be like, nigga, what? Sorry, all the N-word, y'all, but I'm telling y'all from where I'm from, we will be feel a different way because these sanctioning bodies move these fighters, man. The same thing they did with Mason, skipping them from there all the way to number one to get a fight. These sanctioning bodies are private companies. And if this company doing something for you, good business, is you supposed to do something back for them. That's business. So y'all just watching in the business deal, he basically like screw you. And because WBC wanted to add what they was worth. Usually they charge 3%. They went 0.6.
Right.
So it ain't like they wasn't riding with him on something, but I can't get in that man business. But to
Because he
me,
was saying all the other sanctioning bodies was cool with like 180.
That's why I say I don't know his business. Like maybe he had agreement with all of them to rock like that, and the WBC say, you know what, I want more, and he like fuck y'all. So we don't know the back end,
Yeah,
but
because he said that he was gonna give him what they got, but he's like, nah, I don't want nothing if I don't get the whole percentage or something like that.
but
That's
one thing I could tell you about Terrence, because he's my favorite fighter. Everybody know that he's
yeah,
loyal.
me too.
He's loyal. Even when they were trying to get him to get rid of his coaches, because you on this level, you don't need them.
Right.
He's loyal. So if he left that boat, it was for a reason. Trust me, because he's a very loyal person, and everybody see that. So we got to look at a man, his characteristics, and the way he moved to know if he jumped off that boat, how loyal he is to everybody that come into his circle. Something happened there. So let's judge him more on that. He tried. He tried. It didn't work. Move on. It's business. He could never fight for them again. We know that.